Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. The week is almost over, guys, so it's good. We are going to rest and spend time with our families. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday, everybody. Excellent. So let's start. My name is Diana. I'm going to be giving this webinar today, and the webinar is about the searches, okay? That is the most important part in your system in ReiFax because that is where you are going to select the parameters, okay, the filters that you might want to use in any case for any kind of deals that we provide, okay? And as you can see right here, we provide pre-foreclosures, probates, tax delinquents, tire landlords, bank-owned properties, deals that are for sale or deals that are off the market, okay? Any of those, you can do searches on ReiFax. So let's start. First of all, remember, if you haven't logged in, just click on login. But if you are here and you can see where it says account upper right, then go to your control panel and that will take you here, okay? As soon as you enter your account, we are going to talk about today about ReiFax, okay? The searches that you can do here on ReiFax. The last 2 weeks, okay, the last 2 Fridays, we spoke about how you can search in BNB Investor and how you can do searches on Deal Generator. So if you want to watch any webinars that we have given before, so click right here button, okay, where it says webinars, and you can watch the videos here, okay? There it goes for BNB Investor and for Deal Generator. Let's go back. Okay, so let's enter ReiFax. Right here, as soon as you enter, the system will take you to your left to your search axis, okay, or the search tab. And here is where you are going to find all the filters, okay, that you might want to apply in order to start selecting your parameters. And as soon as you do that, you will see the parameters right here. And of course, you can always use the map to your left, okay, sorry, to your right, and that way select also an area if you don't want to put only the county or one zip code or one city. Let me show you really quick how the map works. You can zoom in or zoom out with these tools, or if you have a mouse like connected to your system, just scroll in, okay, and start drawing like a shape whatever you want. You have these tools right here, like hand-free, okay, shape. You can do it like this, okay, whatever shape you want. If you want to delete it, use the eraser. If you want to use the square, okay, you can do it. If you want to use a polygon, just click one time. Do not drag, okay, just one time, then another time, then another time, another, and close the image, okay? That's it. Or if you want to use a circle, again, really simple, just use the circle there. Let's this. If you want to drag or move around, just put the hand and that way you can move around here, okay? In this case, of course, if you have selected the county for Miami-Dade, that is what the system will show you. If you have access to a different county, then just change the county. Let's say, for example, Polk County. The system will take you there, and then you can zoom in Polk County and go inside, okay? Now, let's go and do a search. Let's review, first of all, where you can find the parameters, okay? Where are they? Let's say if you want to do a search for tax delinquent, where do you go to find them? If you want to do searches for open violations, where do you go to find them, okay? So let me clear right here at the top. Something that is sometimes you guys confuse. Everything that you see to your left, okay, those are the tabs, the different axes that your level of product has. And everything that you see upper right, okay, these icons right here, they are actions that you can execute at the moment, okay? So if you select the parameters and you want to do the search to see the results, then you need to go upper right. If you want to clear the parameters, press here, okay? you want to find properties that are close to you, then click on GPS that you are right here, and it will search in an area radius, okay, around you. And you can put the map like completely in like huge screen like this. If you are interested in seeing like this, remember it's with this tool, and then you can put a small again right there. And if you change to a terrain view, then you will see it like realistic, okay? But if not, then you will just put again and only see the map view like that, okay? Those are the tools. And if you want to enter like in a specific area, let's say I want to put myself here and I want to see this area. So drag the peg map and just place it, okay, whatever you want. And it will take you there. It will take you to that area in the map. If we drag the peg map, okay, into an area, wherever is the area, as soon as we can see the lines there, so the peg map will open that area, wherever it is, and it will load everything there, okay? You can try to do it, and if it loads, then great. Again, I don't know what might be the issue with my account. For at the moment, it looks like it's a little bit slow, that part, okay? Only the map part. Let's go then to the filters. First of all, this dotted line, this horizontal dotted lines here, okay? Everything that is above, these are the general filters. Is whatever you need to select first, okay? If you're interested, guys, in do a search for only one property at a time, then write down the address, whatever it is. Let's say that the address of a property will be, I don't know, this one, okay? You just need to write down the address and select right here the county where that address is located, okay? You don't need to use the city and you don't need to use the zip code if you are doing searches for one address. Whatever it is, the system will find it when you click on search, okay? That's it. Now, this is not a real address, just making an example. But then, if you want to find a lot of properties, then you will use the city, okay? And also the zip code, or maybe one or the other. You will decide. If you want to do searches by city, remember you need to write down the city's name, exactly like it is. For example, let's say in Miami-Dade, Dorado, okay? Sorry, Dorado. You can even use everything in lower cases or everything in capital cases. If it's only one city, then you will use exact, okay? But if it's going to be multiple cities, more than one, you will need to select multiple contains. So, like this, Doral, Hialeah, okay? Or any other, whatever it is. And of course, you need to separate the cities only by commas, okay? Do not use anything else, only commas. That is how you will do searches in one city or several, okay? Now, let me delete this. And if you want to use the zip codes instead of the cities, it's the same way. You will need to put the zip code, let's say the zip code in Miami-Dade, this one, okay? If it's one, then use exact. If it's like too many, then use multiple contains. Multiple contains. And another zip code, let's say, I don't know the zip codes there. Let's say this one, okay? For example. Again, use commas to separate the zip codes. And if it's more than one, you need to select on the filter multiple contains. If you want to delete something that you have selected, you will see the list here on your parameters and you can just click on this X to delete it, okay? Now, the most important filter in ReiFax is the data filter. Here is where you guys are going to select the type of deals that you want to find. It's not here. It's not right here. I have seen some guys doing searches here. Let's say I want to do a foreclosure search and I click here and then I select single family and I go and search. No, because if you click here, as you can see, there is no a parameter saying that you are actually selecting foreclosures, okay? It needs to be on one of the white filters. It could be here, okay, if you want foreclosures, or it could be right here if you want a specific type of foreclosure, like pre-foreclosure or foreclosed, okay? That is where you are going to select. If you click on these squares below this dotted line, okay, you are only opening at the bottom, if you scroll down, more specific filters where you can actually select something, okay? That is the only use that these squares have, more filters below. So you will select here on data if you want everything that have been registered on public records, or if you want properties that are listed for sale, or if you want properties that are for rent, or if you want properties listed by the owner, okay, or foreclosures, or properties that have mortgage registered, okay, or properties that have open violations. Now, if you don't see this filter for open violations, it's only because that is available for professional dialer users, and is only available in 4 counties in Florida, okay? Those counties are Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and Hillsborough, okay? Those are the only counties where you can do searches for open violations. And again, you need to have, as me, professional dialer. Great. You can also select the type of property, whatever is the type that you are interested in. Single family, condo, towns, and villas, multifamily, depending on the number of units, it could be more than 10 units or less than 10 units. Commercial, vacant lands, mobile homes, and others. And right here at the bottom, you will see foreclosures. And here you can select any, like all of them, or nothing that is in a foreclosure, or only the ones that are pre-foreclosed, or only the ones that are foreclosed already, like REOs type of property, or a bank-owned type of properties, it will be this one. If you are interested in probate, then it's probate yes or no. If you are interested in life estate, then it's yes or no. And if you are interested in vacant, it's vacant yes or no. Okay? Great. So these are the general filters. And again, if you want to be more specific about anything, is when you are going to click on these squares below, and you can find more filters about a specific type of data, okay? Below public records, you can find specific features like bedrooms, bathrooms, the size of a property, when the property was built, okay? Or if you don't want to find the properties that are listed, so like off-market properties, here you will select for sale no. And you can also select for rent no, and you can also select real estate agent no, okay, like this. That is what you can do if you want, like off-market deals. You can also select a market value. You can also select a debt to equity percentage right here. If you are interested in vacant, and you select vacant yes, you can select since when that property is in our list as vacant using the vacant date filter. And this is also something that if you don't see it, if you don't have it, is only because you need to have professional dialer. Vacant or abandoned properties is only available through the dialer, okay? Great. You can also do search for tax delinquents, okay, right here. The easiest way, guys, is search through the amount. Let's say I only want to see the properties that have that they have debts on taxes bigger than, I don't know, for example, like this. Okay, so all of the properties that have debts on taxes bigger than $5,000, they are going to be on your results. Only those ones, okay? And of course, the rest of the filters that you select. Again, if you want to delete something, delete it here. If you don't have professional dialer and you want to look for, let's call it absentee owners, then it's right here. Owner occupied, that is again below the public record filters, owner occupied, and you can select absentee owners, selecting no. This doesn't mean that the property is vacant, okay? It only means that the owner doesn't live on that house, but maybe somebody else is living there, okay? Like a tenant or something like that. But if you want properties that are owner occupied, then just select yes. If you want to have like out-of-state owners, right here on the owner information or the owner filters, the state, you easily will select no contains Florida, like this, okay? There it goes. Great. Now, values, you can select different values. You can select specific things, like if you want properties with pool or with waterfront, or no pool or no waterfront. If you want properties in a specific subdivision, write down the subdivision name, okay? That is it. If you want properties in a specific zoning, then write down the zone code. More filters that you can apply if you go to for sale, okay? If you select here data for sale, then you can select only the ones that are active. So listed properties with agents, only the ones that are active for sale, or the ones that are contingent, or the ones that are new constructions, or the ones that are pending for sale, okay? You can select the for sale status. If you don't mind, then just select them all. You can use the listing price. You can also use the days on the market. If you guys are agents, okay, yourself, let us know your license number if you haven't. That way we can activate this tool, and you can also use it to search by remarks. Let's say that you want listed properties, but the ones that have like a, I don't know, a notification or a remark about TLC needed or repairs, okay? Anything about that you want to use as a keyword, okay, here, then you can select. And again, if it's going to be a lot of words, okay, then use multiple contains right here, multiple contains. You can also select an HOA fee, like 0 or something else, or bigger than, I don't know, 20 or whatever you want for the HOA fee. And even a financial status. If you want the list of properties that are REOs or short sales or neithers or any other type of financial, you can select it here. And the potential equity, something that I'm going to show you in a few minutes, okay? The for rent, the for sale by owner, they are very similar. In the foreclosures tab, you can select since when the pre-foreclosures, for example, if you select pre-foreclose, then you go here and then you select since when you want to look for the foreclosures, okay? Let's say only the ones that were registered, like, I don't know, a few months ago. In this case, since July. Remember, guys, we don't have only the cases that are still open. We don't. We have them all, even the cases that are already closed. It's up to you to select when they were registered, and then you need to find out the actual status of those pre-foreclosures, okay? If you don't want to use that, if you are only interested in the ones that are going to be auctioned, like you can select a day. Let's say I want to see the ones that are going to be auctioned, let's say next month, okay? So we are, oh, actually we are in October 8th. I want to see the ones that are going to be auctioned this month, since Monday until the end of the month, okay? And that way you can see them. It's easy. If you want to do searches for probate, remember, select right here at the top, probate yes. And again, you will need to have, or you will need to use, sorry, the publish date filter. If you are interested in this probate, you can go back and look for the registered cases a few months ago, like this, okay? Then if you are agents as well, you can do searches for expired and just select expired yes. And even, okay, right here, select when the properties have expired. Like, let's say again, a few months ago, I only interested in the properties that have expired since August until today. There you go. And the last thing is the open violations that you can also select from here, or you can select here, open violations, and select violation yes. Again, it's only available for Miami-Dade, Palm Beach, Broward, and Hillsborough, okay? Right there on here, Tampa, okay? Sorry, here. Any question, guys, about these filters? Let me know, please. If you want me to repeat something, I will do. And now let's go directly a few types of searches that I already prepared for today, okay? I don't see questions, okay? So we're good to go. The first search that I have saved, and remember that you guys can save your parameters right here at the top of the right where it says manage search. I say for us today 5 types of searches that you guys can use if you're interested in any of these. Also remember, if you guys are mentor students from BRIA have for you 5 types of searches. Right here you can see them that are based on the boot camp that they do, okay? This one is for in-state landlords or out-of-state landlords. This one are for pre-foreclosures with equity or pre-foreclosures without equity. And they also give you listed pre-foreclosures with equity. If you guys have this, you just need to select one and then load and then execute the search to see the results, okay? Because they are already pre-saved. But if you guys now are not from BRIA, but you are mentor students from DRIA, they also give you some parameters. All of those searches start with MP for mentoring program, okay? And you can, again, select any and load. And the parameters right here behind, they are going to be already pre-selected and then you just need to execute the search, okay? If you want to use those searches. That's it. The rest of the searches that you might see there start with RFX. Those are searches that we on ReiFax provide for you guys. Now, let's go here for this one. This is a search for sale by owner in Miami-Dade condos that are listed for less than $500,000, okay? I already have it there for you, and these are the parameters that you need to select. In this case, we are doing the search on Miami-Dade. We are selecting for the data for sale by owner, okay? Right here, data for sale by owner. I'm doing the searches for condos, but if you want to select anything else, then do the searches right here. I'm also selecting a listing price for the for sale by owner, properties that are listed for equal or less than $500,000. There it goes. The for sale by owners properties, they are not too many. Okay, so don't try to apply a lot of filters if you're using this type of data, because then you are going to narrow the search too much and you are not going to find like a lot of properties. For example, that search that I did is giving me 42 properties. Condos that are listed by owners, okay? Maybe it's a relative of the owner, maybe it's the owner, or it could be even a wholesaler trying to sell the property for the owner, okay? But these properties are considered not to be listed, okay, elsewhere, like for example, the MLS, okay? They are not there. And again, if you want to review any, go here and then you will review it. You will see how much is actually the listing price and everything, okay? But there is how you can see the results or obtain the results once you execute the search here. Very simple. For sale by owner is right here on the data and the rest of the filters that I explained to you guys. Now, another type of search, let's click here where it says manage search at the top, is this one. This is a search in Broward, okay, of market properties, single family homes with a market value between $100,000 and $350,000. And I'm only interested in individual type of owners. So let me show you these parameters. Let me select it and load. And now I already have the parameters here, okay? I also select an area on the map, as you can see right here. I'm only using this area. Of course, I go outside the map, but it doesn't matter, okay? You can do that with this tool right here if you are only interested in this area, for example. Freehand, oops, sorry, let me do it again. Freehand that one, okay? Oh my God, what is the problem? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, I'm only interested in this area right here. That is how you can select it, okay? It's up to you guys. Let me load it again. Something wrong again with my account. There it is. So in this area only, okay, I'm doing searches for properties in Broward, properties that are not in foreclosure. So here I selected no. properties that are not probate, no life estate, and they are not vacant, okay? They are single family properties. They are off the market. They are not even for rent and not for sale. And that I selected right here below public records. Not for sale, not for rent, and properties that are not with any kind of agent, okay? So out of the market, off the market properties. Oops, sorry, right here, off the market properties. I'm also selecting a market value because again, remember, if they are not listed for sale, nobody is selling, nobody is asking any kind of money for that property. So you will need to select then a market to narrow a little bit your results. I'm selecting for market value between 100K up to $350,000. Okay, there it goes. I'm also selecting individual type of owners, meaning, let me scroll down here. I don't want to find properties which owners are LLC or Incs or corporations, okay, or any kind of groups or any kind of bank, sorry, either bank, neither the complete word for corporations or trust, that it could be written like TR or trust or trustee, okay? I don't want to find those. So I'm using all the keywords right here, separate those with commas, and I'm selecting multiple contains under the owner's name. And again, this is also below the parameters for public records, okay? I just scroll down onto the owner. And that way I'm selecting individual type of owners. I want the property, I want these properties, in my case, to be owner occupied. So I'm selecting yes. I want the owners to be living on that property because if I want to visit, I will go there. If you don't want this, like absentee owners, then select no. Okay, it's really easy. I'm also selecting properties that were sold, so you can see right here that, sorry, that haven't been sold recently, okay? I don't want to deal with an owner that just bought the property, let's say a few months ago, or maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. Maybe they are not interested in selling because they just bought the property. So I want to find owners that haven't sold the properties in a few years. And that's why I'm selecting here on the sold date, equal or less. So nobody that have sold the property since 2018 until now, okay? At least 3 years of ownership. That is what these owners will have. And again, if you want to execute this search, again, we are in Browser. Just do the search and let me show you the results. I narrow the area because I was finding too many, okay? In this case, I only have 881 properties. But if I go back and I remove this and I do the search for the entire Broward County, I'm going to find a lot, okay? Let me show you. Do the search again. Let's wait for the result to show up. It's going to take longer because now we have, you see, 71,000 properties. You can also, instead of narrowing through the map, then, I don't know, select a zip code. Let's say only this zip code, okay? For example, exact in this zip code only, then you will have the information for that zip code alone. In that zip code, 4,000 properties, okay? Or in a specific city, then remove the zip code, replace it, and write down a city, whatever it is. Let's say Pompano Beach. Oops, beach. And now we can do the same search that we were doing, but only in Pompano Beach, and there you will have the results, okay? So this is how you can select, again, off-market properties, okay? Single family in this case, but with a market value, individual type of owners, and none of these properties are either foreclosures, they are not probate, they are not life estate, and they are not vacant, okay? That is how you can do this search. Any question, guys, about how you can do searches for off-market properties and also for sale by owner? Those are the two searches that we did so far. Let me know, please, if you have questions. If you want me to repeat something, I will do it. You have the chat icon there. Great, no questions. So let's continue. Another type of search that you can do, and remember, you have too many. This is only the ones that I'm showing you today because these are the ones that you guys have been asking during this week. Like, how can I do this type of search? That's why I'm showing you only this. If you are interested in properties that are going to be auctioned, okay, this is an example of single family homes in Palm Beach that are going to be auctioned. Let me load it for you. And this is how you will select those filters. Let's say that you are interested now in Palm Beach. Okay, so we change the county to Palm Beach. If you want properties that are going to be auctioned, and let's say also properties that are off market, that's why I'm selecting here again, no for rent, no for sale, no with an agent, okay? Those filters are public records right here. So off market, single families in Palm Beach, pre-foreclosed properties, but the properties that are going to be auctioned. And in this case, I'm only selecting the properties that are going to be auctioned, as you can see, since next Monday, that is October 11, up to the end of the year, okay, until December 31st. Only those properties that are going to be auctioned in the few months. And let me show you the results that you will get. In this case, 78 properties in Palm Beach, single family, that are going to be auctioned in the next few months. If you want to see any of them, or if you want to see the information for one at a time, remember, click on any of your results. And in this case, the information will be here. It will tell you exactly when the property is going to be auctioned, okay? And even if it has an auction amount, it will appear here. In this case, it doesn't have an auction amount. Remember, these auctions can be postponed, it can be changed, it can be canceled. We have no recollection of that. We only know when they have a date that has been registered on the court, okay? If they change the date right there, we will change the date here. So it's up to you to actually do the searches, okay? And verify what you had before and verify what is now. Great. Any question about how you can do auction properties? In this case, let me remind you, if you want properties that are going to be auctioned, you need to select pre-foreclosed here. Then you need to open the foreclosure filters using this square. And then right here at the bottom is where you can select when the property is going to be auctioned, okay? So first here, click here to open the auction and use the date. In this case, I have used between this day and up to this day. You can select anything else, like in a specific date, or equal or greater, equal or less, it's up to you. Excellent. And the next search, manage search right here, off-market properties. We are going to go to a different county, for example, Pinellas County. Market value less than $350,000, okay? Pre-foreclosure properties with equity, okay? With equity means that a property at least must have a debt to equity percentage that is equal or greater than 20%, okay? So let's do this search. Let me select it and load, and let me show you the parameters that you might want to use if you are interested in off-market properties, pre-foreclosures with equity. So in this case, we go here to Pinellas, okay? Pre-foreclosure properties, I'm doing the searches for single family. So remember, single family will be the type of property. Pre-foreclosure, you will do the search, you will select that here below the data filter is right there. If you want properties with equity or without equity, or you want to select something for the debt to equity percentage, is under public records. Just scroll down a little bit, and here you will have it, okay? Debt to equity. It's really simple. It works backwards, meaning if the debt of the property is too high, then the equity is really low. Or if the debt of the property is like medium or is like really low, then the debt to equity is really high. Okay, that is how it works. So in this case, I'm selecting with equity, so properties that have equity. properties. They have some kind of depths, maybe medium, like not much. They are not on the water, okay? So that's why I'm selecting equal or greater 20. You can also select maybe 30, that is good too, okay? But if you select equal or less, and then put here a really low amount, those properties are going to be underwater, completely upside down, okay? The depths might be even bigger than what the property value is, okay? Excellent. I'm also again selecting off market because apparently these are very popular among you guys. You have been asking how you can do off market properties. Again, you will select below public records. You will leave the data filter for public records. You will select here public records, and then you will select in these filters for sale no, for rent no, real estate agent no, okay? Market value, if you want to select a specific market value, it will be here. In this case, I'm selecting equal or less $350,000, okay? And again, I'm selecting individual type of owners. I don't want to find owners that are corporations, any kind of corporations. That's why I'm using all of these keywords, okay? And I'm selecting multiple no contains under the owner. So that way, the owners that I will have, they are like individual people. And if you have the professional dialer with us, then you can skip trace them. You can find their emails, their phone numbers, and actually contact them, okay? I'm also selecting properties that are owner occupied. Yes, remember, I'm trying to contact the owner, and for me, it's better if the owner is in the actual property where they are located. For me, if you don't want to use it, then don't use it. I'm also selecting properties that haven't been sold recently. That's why I'm selecting here equal or less, and I'm selecting a date through the calendar for a few years back. And I'm selecting the file date. Remember, if you're interested in pre-foreclosures, but pre-foreclosures that are not going to be auctioned, these are only registered cases of pre-foreclosures, then use the file date filter, because otherwise you are going to find them all and maybe cases that were registered, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. Maybe those cases are already closed, okay? So try to select maybe recent cases. They might be still already closed, or they might be still open. That is something that you guys either way need to find out, okay? But again, in this case, I'm selecting only the pre-foreclosures that were registered in 2020. So equal or greater works like I'm saying since this day, okay? Since this day until today, because today is when we are doing the search. Again, these parameters right here is what I call off market in Pinellas with market value less than this, pre-foreclosures with equity, okay? Let me show you the results that we can get with this search, 79 properties, okay? Of course, I'm being very specific. I'm trying to narrow something that I can actually manage maybe today. If I want to contact these properties, I can do it, okay? It's not that many. It's not like I have 2,000 properties there, okay? Excellent. The last search that I wanted to show you today, that is also something that you guys have been asking, is the listed properties, for sale properties. So let me show you this one. This is a search that we are going to do in Duval for single family properties with a listing price between $50,000 up to $400,000 with a potential equity, okay? You guys have been asking how you can find the best type of deals for properties that are listed for sale, okay? So again, I'm selecting just Duval County so we can move around Florida. In this case, let's do the search here for single family, and I'm selecting here on the data for sale, okay? Listed properties with an agent. Here is where you select the properties that if you want to find and contact the agent because they already have everything, then you can do it, okay? In this case, I'm selecting properties that have a value between, right here it is, okay? A listing price, sorry, the value that they are asking or the amount that they are asking between this and this. But I'm selecting potential equity, okay? A potential equity will give me the best type of deals. If you guys at least select right here this, okay? Equal or greater for the potential equity, and you can find the potential equity below the for sale, scroll down, potential equity, at least equal or greater 5%. Let me show you what this do, okay? Or what this does. I'm going to delete it. Let's do the general search. All the properties that are listed single family between these two amounts for listing price. I'm going to do the search and I'm going to find 3,442 properties, okay? As you can see right here on the results, the potential equity, if that potential equity is negative, for example, these properties right here, that means that they are asking more than what the properties value for based on the market value that we provide, okay? For example, let me show you this property number 2. As you can see, the listing price is what they are asking is this amount, but the market value based on the comparables is this. So for me, that property is, they are asking more money than what they should. Of course, you need to find out if they have, I don't know, do some kind of rehab in that property. Maybe the property has already been fixed, everything, and that's why they are asking more money, okay? You need to find that. But I want to find, in my case, I want to find the other way. I want to find properties which listing prices are lower than what the market value is. Because that way I can make sure that when I sell it, if you're planning to flip it, okay, you can find the properties that will give you more profit, more revenue, okay, in your business. So for that, let me go back, and that's why I'm going to use a positive percentage for the potential equity, okay? So I'm going to apply now equal or greater 5% and click on search. There it goes. Now all the potential equity that I have here, they are positive amounts, okay? Of course, as bigger is the amount, bigger will be the difference, the positive amount. For example, this one, number 10. Let me open this a little bit more so you can see it. So they are asking this amount, and the properties on the same area that this property is, okay, have been sold for approximately or an average of this amount. So you see, maybe this will be a better deal for me, because if I buy the property for this, let's say that the property has some issues, I need to do some kind of rehab, and I'm going to spend, I don't know, maybe $25,000, okay? Then I have the 25,000, I can add that to this, but again, it will be less than the market value. So I can sell the property after maybe for $250, and there you will like calculate your profit, guys, okay? That's why the potential equity filter, again, you can use it with at least this, equal or greater 5. If you put here a big amount, you are going to narrow too much, okay? You're going to find like 2 little properties, in this case only 30, you see? But again, it's up to you guys. You need to verify the comparables, okay? You need to check the comparables that the system give you, analyze if these comparables are actually very similar to yours, okay? If they have the same, they will have approximately the same square footage. They will be at least in 1 mile away, okay? They will have been sold on the past year. You can see the sold prices, but maybe the property that you are seeing here, it doesn't look that amazing, okay? For example, this one, as you can see, have like a wall that has been completely destroyed, you see? It needs some kind of repairs. And other properties here, they might look like really, really nice, like completely done. So find out that, guys, okay? That was it for today's webinar about the searches, the different searches that you can do and where you can find your parameters. Let me know, guys, if you have one last question. I don't see any. Nope, no questions here. I hope that you guys have been followed. And thank you very much for having me. in this webinar. It will be uploaded later today, maybe in a couple of hours, in our YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, then do it. You can go to the website, reifax.com. YouTube is right here at the top, okay? It will take you to our YouTube channel. You can subscribe right here. You can turn on the notifications. And here you can see all the videos that we have. So if we upload new videos, like tutorials, webinars, whatever, you guys will be notified in your browser and you can see them here, okay? Thank you, Esther. Thank you, guys. Then have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.